Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Deep Among the Swarm. This is a game that's due to release on Steam on 9/25/2024. This is a pre-release build, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. This is a roguelite, and each run could take several hours depending on how well you do. So I'm not going to play a full run. I am mid-run currently, and I'll show you through a typical map or level, I guess. So in this game, you are going to be digging further and further down, and the further down you go, typically the more difficult the bugs become. You're going to be running out of fuel as you dig into this planet, and you have to get out, find radium, which I guess is fuel for your drill, and then you go back into your drill. You keep digging down, and you're trying to get as far as you can. But while you're getting fuel on these different maps, bugs will be attacking you, so there's a base building defense element to this. So, like I said, I got a review video out there. I think it was a couple of days ago. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description for you, but in case I don't, just look for it on my channel. It's relatively recent. All right, let's go ahead, jump right into it. Options menu real quick. This is just standard stuff, not a whole lot of stuff here. Damage number, screen shake, I'm glad that exists. Interface. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit play. And like I said, I'm mid-run, and I am at 1410 meters down. You start at 0, and you just continue drilling. On the right-hand side is a little fuel meter. Whenever you get back to your ship upon a successful map, you'll have fuel, and then you'll go down further. And the further down you go, like I said, you're going to reach different biomes and encounter different things. The longer you take during a mission, this alien rage counter will keep going up and up and up and up. So you are encouraged to get the most fuel that you can and be as quick as you can so that you're not spending too much time on one map. Because the longer you take, the longer you pussyfoot around, the more difficult the alien swarm gets, the more enraged they get, because you're encroaching on their territory. So, in between maps, you've got your drill, and you've got different resources that you're collecting along the way. You've got parts, you've got swarm essence, and you've got swarm core. You've also got knowledge, and knowledge is what is used in between entire runs, like games, in order to upgrade different parts of your drill. So there's a permanent progression to this. If you want to see the tech tree, there's 4 different trees, and if you want to see them, go check out my review video. I don't want to end my run here just to show you that. So yeah, so you're going to be collecting this knowledge, and you'll be upgrading various aspects of your drill and your people and all that stuff in order to make them more powerful so that your next run becomes easier. That is roguelite. That's typical. So I'm going to click on the various aspects of my drill. I've got the barracks here, and this is where you can add new squad types to your barracks. So for example, here's the Matthew, and these are just randomly named. I don't know if you can change them or not, but you can change their head and body. I'm not going to worry about doing that, but you can, if you want, change their appearance by clicking on head or body. Anyway, the troops here, the squad types, they come with armor, a weapon, and then 3 supports. And you'll be able to, using parts, craft armor or weapons or supports to add to your existing squads. And that makes them unique because there are different weapons in the game. There might be a shotgun, there might be a rifle, there might be a sniper rifle. So different weapons will obviously have different stats to them. There are the same thing with like turrets, which you'll see in a moment. But anyway, you're going to be crafting gear and support for your people and slotting them in here, and that will affect their stats over here on the right. And then over to the right further, I've already maxed this out, but you're going to be spending something called swarm essence in order to increase the values of these. And I'm on tier 2 now, which means I can make them more powerful. Whenever you reach 1,000 meters, you actually get the next tier of upgrades. So before 1,000 meters or whatever, I only had access to these 3 slots. But now that I've dug deep enough, it opened up for tier 2 stuff, and now I could spend Swarm Core, which is another rare currency, and open this up and make my troops even more powerful. Let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and click on craft, and that's going to cost 2. Now I have a choice between 3 different augments. I can choose sniper damage, upgrades, damage and slow fire, or health. Now I don't have any snipers in my squad, so that's kind of silly. I can cancel it, but at no refund, which is stupid. And then damage and slow fire isn't terrible. I don't like the fact that my guys will be firing more slowly. I could just do health and make them last longer in a fight. That might just be the safest way to go about doing this, although that 15% damage increase seems relatively significant. Yeah, I could make them glass cannons, I guess. I don't know. Let's go with health just to be on the safe side. But now I can spend this purple swarm essence in order to make that better. So yeah, that's what that is. And I'll just do all of it. And I don't have 2 of this swarm core to upgrade this or to unlock this. But yeah, you can even get more slots. There's an empty armor slot there, for example, empty weapon. So I can add things to this squad and then I can use it in the future. But I'm currently working on these 3 here, just trying to make them more powerful. And the different colors represent rarity. Blue is like rare, purple is like epic, and orange is like legendary. If you've played any RPG, that's typical of stuff like that, where green is like white is regular, and then green is like uncommon, blue is rare, purple is epic, and orange is legendary. It's a very common RPG rarity system going on there. But yeah, you'll also, depending on what you add to your squad, that's going to change the cost of the actual unit. So without these supports, this unit would be 5 energy and 6 ore cheaper. So whenever you're constructing them on a level, it will factor in these upgrades and the cost associated with them. So you might make them more powerful, but you're also upping the cost for fielding them in the first place. And some of them have this rare blue resource that you don't get initially. You have to find it in the level. So you won't even be able to train these people until you find that deposit and start drilling for it. So it's not a good idea to have all 3 of them relying on that, because then you won't have any troops in the beginning aside from your starting units. So always have one troop type with energy and copper only, or whatever that is, metal, whatever. But yeah, it's just that way, because you get these 2 in the beginning typically. So anyway, that's the barracks side of it. The forge is where you can go to craft the equipment and support items. So for the barracks that you just saw, I could craft equipment, which is weapons and armor, or I could craft support, which is, again, those 3 slots to add different things to them. The factory and core, there's also drone launcher. Those are the same concepts. If I go back and go down to the drone launcher, this is a special item I never use, but you can spend resources to like one-off drop a bomb or something. But I don't typically mess with this too much. It might be helpful, it's like it's an active ability that you can always use, but like I never remember to use it. I'm too busy doing other things, which is why I never upgrade it. So I always leave that alone. But there is an active ability you can upgrade and even add more to, because there's 2 other slots here. You start with like 2 or 1, and then you get more over time. But anyway, moving down to the core, you have these are buildings that you have. There's a miner building, which you put on top of deposits to get resources. And then there's a generator that you put on top of coal deposits in order to generate energy. So you can even get better versions of them and even add support to them. But again, keep in mind there's a cost associated with doing that. And there's also, let's see, miner production generator. Let's go with generator and miner production upgrades just to get my economy jump started. We'll do something like that. Okay. So if I were to craft anything, maybe I will craft, let's see. I need some support for the generator, and I need some support for the miner. So let's go back to the forge. And now, unfortunately, turrets are lumped into factory and core. So I'm going to see a lot of turret upgrades. The turrets are factory, I think. Yeah. So there's barricades, there's turrets, there's spike traps, there's laser. This is a laser turret that I added to my list. But these two are empty, but I could add more turrets here potentially. But I'm trying to just focus on one or two and make them really good. But these are turrets. They operate the same way. They cost resources to build. The more you add to them or the better you make them, the more they typically cost. Again, there's a special rare resource that you have to keep an eye out for if you want to enact some of these here. So let's go back, and we'll go back to the forge and maybe craft, and I think it was I need a drill upgrade or a generator upgrade. So let's go to a support. And typically you get to choose between 3 different things. There's advanced trap power for this one, advanced generator speed, and advanced generator production. Let's go with speed on that. I'm going to go ahead and craft that because the cost to build the item while this is equipped is only 4 copper, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and craft that. And I'm going to equip that to my existing generator right there. And now I've got it. So for an extra 4 copper, it's now an extra 25% faster. And I've got 61 parts left. So let's go back here and craft something else. Let's go craft another support. Advanced turbocharger. It's a support, turret support. This is trap support. This is turret support. All of them except this one uses, these here need that blue resource, which is, I don't like using that. Let's add this to my trap. I typically don't add traps, but in case I do, we'll go ahead and add that to my trap that I've got. Old spike trap. And I can replace something already there. Let's get rid of this cooldown, because it's... what do I want to get rid of? Damage. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. So yeah, we've got a lot of damage on this spike trap thing. The old one, I'm just going to scrap it for a part. Let's go with more support items. Generator support, turret support, turret support. Let's go with generator again. Craft, equip, generator. We'll add to that. And I'm going kind of fast, but I'm kind of familiar with the interface by now. It takes some getting used to. I will say that. So, all right, let's continue crafting support items. Advanced tracers, turret support, building support for barricades. Let's go with this. And I'll add it to my first turret. I want to replace. Let's get rid of this one, because this is better. Damage 20% versus 19. And it's cheaper. I don't know if that's better or not, to be honest with you. I mean, it's tier 2. I mean, I could always just add it. I don't know if it's better or not. This says damage 77 with that on. And let's see what that is. Damage 48. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're going to add that. Okay, so that's way better. Now, this existing one that we had, this damaged plus 20, I'm just going to scrap that. We'll craft another support thing. Generator production, turret support, or advanced precision for turret support. Spread reload time, that's not bad. Let's go with this tier 2 over here. We'll add it to one of our other ones. The old laser turret, we'll add it to that. What do we want to replace? Damage, fire rate, damage, fire rate. All of these are good. Fire rate is 65% and spread is 12. So let's replace that one. It's just a better version of it. And then we'll scrap that. I've got 37 parts left. Let's figure out what else I want to craft. Maybe I'll craft some actual equipment to replace, it's advanced cannon turret. I don't know what this advanced medical turret is. I've never tried a medical turret. Advanced cannon turret. Advanced miner. That might be something to think about. Health 110. Let's look at that and then compare that to the old miner. Health 50. So is it better? Has more health, but the cooldown is worse. Looks like the amount is the same. That may not be worth it. It's just extra health is all it is. So I don't think I want that. I'm going to scrap that thing I just made. We'll try another one. Advanced cannon turret, advanced gun turret, advanced miner. Again, is that better? I wish I could temporarily... I can compare, I guess. Let's do that. No, it's still... The cooldown amount, like... Well, actually, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, so the cooldown is higher on the advanced miner, but the amount is more... It just costs 35 more. It's so expensive. Is that worth it? Is that really going to be worth it? It's close. Let's compare the turret and see what we got. If I compare it to my old cannon turret, this one does way more... The new one does way more damage. The only thing the legendary tier 1 turret has is spread, fire rate, reload time. It's more expensive. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. I'm gonna replace that, I think. Did I do that? I did. Okay, so there's the new tier 2 cannon. I'm gonna scrap that for more parts. Let's continue crafting more equipment. Advanced sniper, unit weapon. Oh, did I craft a barracks thing? I think I did. So this is a weapon for a unit. It sucks fire rate wise, but unit armor, let's compare this rifle to this rifle. Not terrible. I'm not sure if I want to keep that or not. It's got more damage, but it's lacking in fire rate, magazine, and spread. So maybe that's not a good one to take. This advanced sniper, maybe I can equip that to the shotgun one, or maybe this one down here. I don't need 2 rifles. Yep, it's a huge upgrade damage-wise. So let's just replace that and scrap this. We've got 20 parts left. Let's go ahead and craft another, I don't know. Let's do barracks equipment. Advanced light armor. I think we're going to do that. And compare it to... Oh, this is just better all around. Yeah, 181. Yeah, it's just more expensive. We'll take that for sure. And then we'll equip that on one of our existing ones. Yeah, that's just better. Okay, scrap. Let's craft more equipment. Ugh, this is all common. I'm going to scrap that and try again. Advanced rifle. Let's compare that to... Let's see. So we've got the advanced rifle there. We've got old clockwork rifle there. We've got shotgun. Let's just replace that sniper here. And we'll get rid of that old clockwork rifle. Scrap. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. This is where you're going to be spending... I think I spent, what, 15 minutes on this alone? You're going to be doing a lot of this upgrading in between. So just be warned, this is necessary because crap is going to hit the fan, especially around this tier 2 time. In fact, this may be a very short run, but we'll see. So I've run out of fuel. I'm going to start, go out, look for more. Okay, sensors malfunctioning. If you get down to a certain depth, you will not be able to tell what direction swarms are coming from. You can upgrade that in your check tree, and you can actually unlock it to where the deeper you go, the more that scanner ability will be active until you go down a certain level. So at first, like past 1,000, you won't be able to see anything, but at say with an upgrade, maybe 1,500, maybe 2,000, whatever, you'll still be able to see swarms coming. So I started in the middle, which is the worst part. It's just the worst place to start. It really is. You can attack move in this game, luckily. I'm going to go ahead and just start building stuff. I'm going to use pause a lot. It's necessary, absolutely necessary. And we're going to go ahead and put some mines down. So that's coal right there that I put a generator on for energy, which is down there in the bottom left. And then that orange deposit is copper. So I put 2 deposits down there. I'm going to want to expand my network in blue by building one of these advanced supply towers. I'm going to wait for energy for that. So we'll do that. Now this is a structure, barracks kind of, so I'll be able to train units from here. And these are the squads that I was building on in the previous screen. So they come into play here. And there are also upgrades as well. All right, so I need more resources. I need a mine down there. All right, so these red things are radium crystals. You have to destroy them. Your objective is to collect so much radium. I can start refueling at 225, but if I get more, I'll get a bonus modifier at the end. Upper right-hand corner is Swarm Rage. This is persistent. This over time, this will increase. And as this goes up, the bugs get stronger. So I'm going to send these guys out temporarily. These blue things are nests. Enemies will spawn from them. So I just got to be careful there. I hate it when maps start me in the middle. I've got to protect like a lot of sides here. It sucks. All right, let's get one right there to protect this side. We're going to need more than one turret for sure. I don't like leaving this undefended like this. This is awful. Let's go ahead and do that. I should probably stay back a little bit until we're set up defensively. There is music, but I feel like the game has one track and it loops every 5 minutes. So I'm hoping the developer adds more music tracks to this, because after I could check Steam real quick. Let me see how many hours. I've got 14 hours on record, and this freaking song, it was good for the first hour, but after that it's just driving me crazy, so I've had to turn it down / off. Alright, let's put one there. Ideally, I like to cluster them together, but I'm trying to cover the most ground possible. Let's split these guys up a bit. One there, one there, one there. All right, lots of resources up this way. I think I may want to build up here. This here is a medium wreck. By destroying this, you can earn knowledge for the permanent progression. You can earn parts and other resources. So I just got, I got some knowledge, some parts, and some swarm essence for doing that. Before I go any further, there's that blue resource I was talking about. I definitely want to build up this way. Let's get another troop or two. Let's get storage going so I don't reach my cap. I've got caps over here for my resources, so I'm going to build a couple of storage buildings. And let's start moving this up like so, although there's nothing there. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get wrecked. Let's come back down and protect this. Alright, we're going to go up further with it. Ideally, I'd like to have a bunch of turrets built by now, but I just don't have much of a choice. These turrets are more powerful, but more expensive. Just because I've upgraded them to be that way. All right, we'll put a turret there to protect that chain. If they knock out one of these supply towers, everything else up here loses power. So I really have to protect this down here as I'm going. And if the gunfire is too annoying, too loud, let me know. We might need more than one turret. All right, we want to drill there. Well, no resources. Imagine that. Looks like energy's fairly low. Let's get more generators up and running. Now, instead of putting generators on coal deposits, you can also put something called a body factory. That is like a barracks building that increases your population cap, so you can have more military troops on the field. Right now, the cap is 25, but if I put one of those body factories, that'll increase by, I don't know, it doesn't say. But I could do that, but I want to focus on resources first, economy, get that going. I can always build turrets which have no population requirement. All right, let's get turrets set up. Let's get a drill over there. And again, long story short, I'm trying to find those red crystals. There's also, on very rare occasion, red deposits that look like this. If you put a miner on them, you'll gain radium slowly over time. What sucks is while I'm doing this, they could be like destroying me down here and I wouldn't... Yeah, okay, maybe I should add a turret or two. That guy looks pretty formidable. All right, let's move up further. There's a lot of coal deposits up this way. Alright, I'll go ahead and place one body factory there. Get that going. Alright, so how we doing down here? Copper is completely full. Maybe we build some more storages. And there's also an upgrade building that you can construct. It's called an advanced an armory, and you'll be able to upgrade your turrets from here. You can upgrade your troops from the barracks that you're given. You can also put more of these down, but you can also put down an armory which upgrades your turrets. So that's just temporarily for this run. I don't like that there's no turret support over here. We should probably get that going. And now that we've got that blue resource coming in, albeit slowly, maybe we add a couple of those. We're exploring way too slowly. We need more troops. Boy, is this slow. Okay, we need more troops with them, I think. So we built some more troops. I'm gonna send some up their way. In fact, let's continue building. And upgrading, we've got the resources for it, so we should probably do that. You can upgrade this multiple times. At first, it only costs like copper or energy, but the second and upgrade beyond typically requires that blue resource, which again is pretty rare. So it's a good idea to, again, secure those blue resources if you can find them. I hate managing multiple squads. I can't do it. It's just, let's go ahead and do that. A lot of micromanagement if you're managing multiple squads. Not only are you managing the health of each squad, but you're also managing, do I have enough defenses up? That kind of thing. And I don't like that this is kind of just by itself without any sort of support. I'm going to add that. Later on, there will be enemies that can tunnel out of the ground anywhere. So it's a good idea to protect everything. Even though it looks like it's in a corner and it's safe, most of the time it's not. At least in the later parts of the game, it's not. Didn't I call it? Didn't I call it? Well then, let's get more turrets up. I don't remember getting a notification about that, but hey, it sucks. Did I get a notification? Okay, I completely missed it then. Oh, I called it. Okay. Like, I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think it was going to happen that soon. Okay, this is bad here. 2 turrets against that swarm. Probably not a good idea. So let's get more help over there. Let's just add... I want to add a laser turret to every group. Just to be on the safe side. Maybe one there. The laser turrets are more powerful, but they do cost that rare blue resource. So I got to be careful about that. All right, moving on over here. Let's see how we're faring. And we have this group over here that we just kind of ignored. There's another blue deposit down here. If I can get to it, I can just swing down here. That might be worth doing. I can begin fueling. I've got enough of radium to do it. I kind of want to make the trek over there. So let's see if I can... Let's bring these guys over. I don't like this at all. It looks kind of light in defense over here. Let's build a supply chain down there so we can power it. It's a lot of coal as well, so it's not like it's a bad thing. But typically, the more you build out, the more you have to protect. So it's just, you know, you're spending resources to ensure the safety of these things. All right, let's get, we're almost full up on our population. So we'll go ahead and build another one of these factories there. Generator there. And at some point, you're going to sense that the alien bugs are just kicking the living snot out of you. If that's the case, more than likely you're going to lose the run in a mission or two. It's inevitable. The swarm rage will sometimes get so high that you just can't handle it anymore. At that point, don't quit the run. Go around and find things that you can destroy that give you knowledge. Even if it's at the expense of your drill, just go out and try and quickly get some knowledge before the run ends. That's what I do anyway. This is my third run at this point, and like I said, I have several hours in this, so there's a lot of replayability here. Let's get a drill there and a drill there. That blue one's huge. Energy. Let's get more storage. Yeah, energy. How are we doing up here? It looks like we reached the edge, but again, they could pop in anywhere. I don't think we want to build up this way. I don't think it's necessary. At this point, we just need to find radium and get out. Because this swarm rage will continue to the next... Who's dying? This will continue over to the next level. Someone just died. I don't know. Oh. They're appearing just... That's awful. Let's get up there. Okay, that's not good. Alright, let's regroup. Oof, okay. We might have to barricade. I typically don't barricade, but maybe I should start doing that, especially if they can just pop up anywhere. I only barricade front lines, but they're making me rethink my strategy. Alright, so let's add that there. Didn't we have a blue one down there? We completely lost it. Alright, we'll just hang here, guard that. Speaking of barricades, let's just barricade the important stuff. Well, airtight. Just make it airtight. It's a lot of copper to do this, but I think it's going to be worth it. Protect our turrets, give them more time to react to things. And then I don't like that our core is kind of undefended. I mean, they could pop in anywhere. So let's get more things around that, and we'll barricade the crap out of it. All right, and then we'll barricade that. I spend more time paused than anything else, but it's super important. If you let it run in real time, I mean, you're going to get slaughtered, especially on the harder levels. Like, you really need time to do everything. I'm wasting a lot of copper doing this, but this is, like, ensuring my survival. Let's do that there. I'm out of copper. Okay. And it's not terrible. It's better than what it was. All right. Let's get these guys moving on. We did not expand the network enough. There we go. And you'll note that, again, depending on the weapon they've got, this guy's got a shotgun, so that's why it's firing in a weird way. Which is really cool. I like that there's little attention to detail like that. Alright, let's barricade these guys up. These purple rifts, or like they're called layers, they cannot be destroyed and will just continuously spawn enemies. So what I typically do if I have got time, I'll build up to them and just put turrets all around them so that when they do spawn, they just die immediately. But, you know, sometimes you don't have time to do that. And these guys over here, these poor saps, have been sitting here doing nothing. These spawners do give some resources, so you want to destroy those. There is a hive. Hive is a rare, you get those hive resources from those. Super rare, you want to get these wherever possible. There's an example of that red resource deposit I was talking about. Normally you shoot the radium in the environment to get it, but if you find it early enough, it might be worth just throwing a drill on one so you don't have to explore as much. But if you don't explore, you don't run into resources to, you know, to collect. So ideally it's good to explore anyway. Right there, that was 31 knowledge and 4 swarm essence. Okay, so we are now full up. The only reason to hang around now is to grind out more knowledge and other resources. The question is it worth me doing so? Again, the longer I stay, the more the swarm rage goes up, and that 103% carries over to the next level. It makes them more powerful. So there's a reason not to hang around. It all depends on how you're feeling. But, you know, I think what I'm going to do is make sure that all of my turrets are kind of protected and then start the drill. When I start the drill, all enemies will start spawning from everywhere and just continuously attack. So I need to make sure that I am protected before I do that. Yes, exactly. It's a risk-reward situation. Do you spend more time looking for resources at the risk of them becoming stronger for next time? Or, you know, it's tough. I'm going to add more laser turrets to these existing deposits there of turrets. This looks okay. Let's add that there. They're going to come at me from down here probably. Let's add some there. These are traps, and again, they can be modified in various ways. That's just when they walk on it, they take damage, but you can add modifiers to them, increase their range, increase their damage. It all depends. So let's go ahead and just make sure they're completely surrounded so that if enemies pop up out of the ground, they can't like ninja them and destroy them. I want them to have to go through walls first. We surrounded our core. That's good. Let's surround that. Troops cannot go through walls, so you have to be careful about walling them in. If you don't care about them, that's one thing, but. And we haven't even explored all the map yet, which, you know, there may be more knowledge out there to get, but do I want to take the chance? That's, you know, That's the question. I think we're all done constructing. Let's go ahead and begin fueling. Now that's going to take some time, so I still have time to do things, but now these troops out here are going to just constantly meet enemies as they're going. So I got to keep pushing and avoid casualties. These troops do not carry over, so it's not that big of a deal. And even if you destroy all the nests, the enemies will still spawn from the outside. Like, from outside the map. Like, just from the border. I've noticed them just pop in. There's a bunch of radium over here. Not that it matters, you can't go over your maximum anyway. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to add some more defense over here. We'll barricade that off. Oh, I hit turret instead of barricade. Oh well. That's a lot of freaking turrets. And then we'll upgrade our turrets, more damage, more faster range, magazine size, health, because why not? These guys are taking damage. It's these ranged ones. They suck. Okay. Yeah, no. We'll go a different way. What about these guys? What are they doing? Again, we're just looking for hives, and we're looking for things like nests to destroy. What now? Oh, I think we just lost an entire squad. But that's typical. Oh, these guys aren't going to make it. Nope, back. They've got a reload time, too, which is interesting. Oh, there's 2 rifts there. Wow, they came out of nowhere. Wow, okay. Well, let's get more turrets over here. Hopefully they build in time. But that deactivated all these turrets down here because that... Oh, no. Alright, let's get that going. Hang in there, turrets. Sneaky buggers. Alright, let's barricade that back up. And then we'll add some turrets, like right there. What's this sniper doing over there? Get up there. He's by himself. That's how Rico lost his leg, just saying. Starship Troopers? No? Okay. Alright, we're almost at 500, so I don't think there's any reason to try and micromanage these guys anymore. I'm looking for knowledge. Let's just send those guys down there. Maybe they'll get lucky. Oh, get it, get it, get it. Yes, last second we got some extra knowledge. Okay. Alright, so we collected 500 radium, resource multiplier, knowledge, we got some parts, we got blueprints, swarm essence, swarm core. And we unlocked a new blueprint. And then our drill is going to now go down, and you can see it running out of fuel here. And that'll go down until it runs out again. And then we repeat the whole process over again. Using our parts, we craft new things for our turrets, for our barracks people, for the different aspects of our drill, making energy better, copper, miners better, whatever. We also unlock new things via the swarm cores, like new modifiers, new augments. That in itself is going to take another 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to end the video here. And if there's a demand for more of these videos, I will be happy to do them. I play this regularly. So, Deep Among the Swarm should be out on September 25th, 2024. Keep an eye out for it. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.